Hello, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our very special Congregants of the Year and Shabbatones Shabbat service this evening. My name is Hillary Unger. I am Vice President of Membership here at Congregation Near to Mead, and I have the honor of sharing with you some of the events that are happening here at CNT. Lots going on, so be sure to check the newsletter, temple website, and of course our Facebook page for the up-to-date information. The Senior Social Luncheon has a program on Wednesday, January 24th at noon. And the first annual Tu B'Shavat Seder celebration is going to be Sunday, January 28th at 1 p.m. in the Social Hall. Cost is $10. Come enjoy the new year for the trees. PJ Havdalah is going to be Saturday, January 27th at 6 p.m. in the Beit Tefillah. Have your kids come dressed in their pajamas for a fun evening. I might wear my pajamas too. Super Saturday for the Mensch Club fundraiser is going to be Saturday, February 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. in the CNT Social Hall. Buy some soup to take home and support the Mensch Club. Also, the ECEC Little Hands Big Hearts Gala featuring Old Hollywood is coming up on February 24th. Don't forget to sign up for this fabulous fun event. Also, any new members here from 2017, be sure to stick around in here immediately following services for a photo. And for any of you that are joining us for the Chinese Chow Down, after services, please exit the main foyer doors, hang out there, and you guys will be entering in, not through the center of the temple, but out through the main entry doors as well. One final reminder, please be sure to place your cell phones on silent so that we don't disturb our worship service. Shabbat Shalom.
I feel like I just got on an airplane. So I want to teach you this really fun Hine Matov that I learned in the last few weeks. If you've been coming to services the last couple of weeks, you already heard it, but you haven't heard it with the Shabbat tones. So here's a couple things you need to know. We're gonna give you the basic rhythm, and I'm gonna show you a couple of things. So it goes Hine Matov, and then you're gonna go clap, clap. Can you handle that? Clap, clap. Hine Matov, clap, clap. Good, you got the clap. Perfect. The second part, there's 3 languages in one prayer. So, second part, in English, how good it is.
How good it is.
Good, so I say it, you say it. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
And then together we say, to be together on this day. And we do that twice. Then, the third part, it goes, Shalom Aleichem. Salam Aleikum. So it goes, Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum, Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Try that. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum, Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. You got it. Let's try it, Shabbatones. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, that up so fast.
That was pretty rockin'. I liked it. Page 120, we kindle the Shabbat lights. We call upon Kathy Lenevsky, Heather Seltzer, and Shayna Seltzer for this honor. If you'd come forward.
Do you want to read the English?
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us in the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'hadlik ner, le'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Before we can welcome the Sabbath bride, we need to welcome each other. So turn to your neighbor or someone behind or in front of you who you may not know. Wish them good Shabbos. Introduce yourselves. And now that you are the best of friends, we turn to Lachadodi on page 138.
Ya la 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 lechadodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Yalla la 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 chadami, yalla la la likrat kala, yalla la la penei Shabbat nekabela. Yalla la 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 chadami, yalla la la likrat kala, yalla la la penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'litilah. Hey! Yalla la 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 chadodi, yalla la la likrat kala, yalla la la penei Shabbat nekabela. Yalla la 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 chadodi, yalla la la likrat kala, yalla la la penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreh
remain standing for the Baruch Hu. Page 146.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Middle of 148.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom balayla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Shema Adonai Echad. Shema Adonai Echad. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
As you're seated, I'd like to call forward the Bar Mitzvah, B'nai Mitzvah class of this year to help us in leading the Ve'ahavta, which can be found on page 154.
נפשך ולכל מאותיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבדיך ושיננתם לבניך וגיברתם בם בשבתך ביתך ולכתך בדרך ושבתך ובקומך ושרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וקטעתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתם מארץ מצרים להיות להם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
So our B'nai Mitzvah class is going to help us in our tradition of dancing the Michamocha. But this is a new Michamocha, and the reason I'm introducing it tonight is because it's by Nefesh Mountain, and that is the cool bluegrass group that's coming for Pop-Up Shabbat on April 20th. And so we learned S.I.N.I. at Shir Shabbat, and now we're going to introduce the Michamocha, the bluegrass Michamocha. The thing is, you got to get your lips going because it's pretty fast. It goes, Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Can you do that? Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh. That's the hardest part. Then there's a yadadai in the middle that Brad's going to do for us. It goes, yadadai, 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 yadadai. That's easy. There's no words. That's all you need to know. But you also have to dance, okay? So we're going to lead the dance, okay? Are you guys ready? Okay, here we go. Right, who's coming? Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot. Oh, sefeleh. Nora tehilot. Oh, sefeleh. You're just going to sit there. Why don't you join us? Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot. Oh, sefeleh. Nora tehilot. Oh, sefeleh. Okay, hit it, Brad. Let me hear it. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot. Oh, sefeleh. Nora tehilot. Oh, sefeleh. Oh, right. I should have practiced it while I was dancing. It's a little harder to sing that low and walk around in high heels. All right, I need my special featured. It was very cool. Are you guys liking some of the new music for tonight? Okay, good. This one you've heard before. Just follow her. Magnolia said that side won. So good job. Please rise for the Amidah on page 164.
Sfatai tifta Hoshia Umagen. Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah Rav leHoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem. Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim. Somech Noflim Verofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bagevurot, Umidom Melach, Melech Meimit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
We continue on page 173 as we remain standing. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the whore, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Shock us, Adonai, deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives us the delusions of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. 175, we read together. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service.
Baruch
Atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul or light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lahodot. We continue through page 181 at our own pace. As we conclude, at that time, be seated.
libi. Yiule ratzonim refi vegion libi lefanecha. Yiule ratzonim refi vegion libi. Yiule ratzonim refi vegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Go inside your heart, just be. Go inside your heart and see what it wants, what it needs, what it yearns when you breathe. Go inside your heart and see. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be kind, be true. May they be acceptable to you. Oh, my rock, my rock, and my redeemer.
As we turn to our Misha Barak prayer, tonight especially we dedicate it to our Shabbatons who tirelessly each month bring us the gift of their music. And over the past few weeks, I know that you are in need of your own Misha Barak as different members of the band have been touched with sorrow or challenges. So this congregation feels its love towards you as you face this time in your lives and in your family's life. And we ask that you as a community, if you would like to say the names of people who are special to you, who are in need of a special prayer, please stand and say their names, as many names as you might like. Now we as a community, we stand in solidarity, arm in arm, one with the other, to imagine a world without hate, without cancer and illness, but with wholeness of love, of spirit, and healing.
If any of my Kochavim friends or anyone that knows this Misha Baruch wants to join me, you're welcome to come to the Bima. You just joined Kochavim. Imagine there's a heaven. It's easy if you try. Beauty all around us.
nothing to plague or harm us, and no addictions too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a prayer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will heal as one. Misha Berach Avoteinu, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Refuah Shlema bin Hashemayim, Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Hashtaba Uvizman Kareem, then Omar Amen. You may say I'm a prayer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will heal as one.
Good Shabbos, everyone. When I came to this congregation a few years ago, one of the first traditions I wanted to start was that of Congregant of the Year. And it was supposed to be a unique type of honor. It wasn't like a Man of the Year or a Person of the Year in which we would try to raise lots of money and sell ads. It wasn't something that one of the auxiliaries would create. It was something that our entire community would get behind and celebrate. Eileen Collins was our very first Congregant of the Year, and she set a bar that was very high. For she kept this congregation together for quite a few years, training the B'nai Mitzvah students and leading services when they were in between rabbis. Well, each year we look into the congregation and we think, well, who might it be? Someone who, through accumulation of many years and dedication to our community, has given of themselves, or perhaps done something outstanding, and who that person might be. And thankfully, and I do mean that sincerely, thankfully it's a hard choice, because there are many, many in our community who work tirelessly to ensure the vitality of what it means to be a strong congregation. And so in a few minutes, you'll hear more about David Lvcnt, who is the ever-present person there and who welcomes you and has done so much for our community, and who is this year's Congregant of the Year. But before we get into David, I would first like to ask those of you who have received this honor, please stand. If you are a past recipient of this honor, look around at these fine people who have received this honor, and you know what good company David keeps. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes. And if you are new to our congregation this year, if you are a new member this year, please stand as well, because you are now part of the David Lvcnt class of 2017-18. All right, we welcome you. That's right. Now, when you open this up and you see the number of people who have joined, David, you're going to have to start herding your class and tell them when to come to school, right? They're not all here tonight, but certainly it was another banner year of new members, and we are grateful to those of you who are new who have come tonight. And following services immediately, we are going to take your picture along with David so that you will be a permanent part of the history of our congregation in the wall that is to the far right down the hall, and it keeps a history of memories for our congregation. So before I turn it over to a few people, I just want all of you to think for a moment. Why join a synagogue? Now, you all have your answers or you wouldn't be here, right? Maybe it's for the preschool, the religious school, the Shabbatones, the rabbi, the cantor, the seniors group. Maybe it's because it's your Jewish obligation. But all too frequently we see now a trend, not just in Judaism, but in many liberal religions, where people are choosing the religion of none. They want to rent a rabbi or rent a clergy person, and they want to do what we call episodic religion. When they need that clergy person or when they need that person at that moment, they'll figure it out. But those of you who join a congregation understand that those episodic moments in people's lives where they can find a clergy person are really not what a relationship of meaning is all about. Perhaps it's enough in that moment, enough for that person. But the strength and vitality of religion is in its ability to create a community and an ongoing relationship with that community of faith and people who believe in the values of Judaism. Like anything, you can say, I'll do it myself. I'll play football by myself. I'll take the football and I'll throw it and I'll catch it and not too much fun, but I don't think I'm playing football either. You can stay home and you can pray and you can have an individual religious experience, and I'm sure every student before a final exam is very religious. Please, God, let me get an A, all right? But that sense of being part of something only happens when we come together collectively out of a shared sense of faith and purpose and value to ensure that Judaism goes on from one generation to the next, and that we as a congregation can have an impact not only in our children's lives, but in the lives of all the members who care to be a part of this venture of Congregation Ner Tamid. So for those of you who are part of our community, whether you're new this year or whether you've been a member for many, many years or a founding member, I thank you with gratitude, and I applaud your good judgment as well. And those of you who are not, I ask you, why not? Think about it. Now, if your answer is, because I'm not Jewish, Rabbi, I understand that. But if you are Jewish, and you know folks who are Jewish, and they're not part of a congregation, unfortunately, the affiliation rate in Las Vegas hovers below 10%. It's not good. It's embarrassing. And so when you see your friends who are proud to be Jewish and they support Jewish causes in their heart, you tell them that that's important, but it's not enough to keep Judaism around. If I care about it in my heart, it's enough for me, and maybe my kids will get something and they'll say it was important to Dad, but I promise you, those grandchildren, it won't be enough for them. We have to be a part of a community to ensure that our values live on. And I want you to be ambassadors of those values and bring your friends to this congregation, especially at special events, to get to know us, to celebrate with us, and to understand what it means to be part of really, I could say the largest congregation in the state of Nevada, and that would be true, but size is not what's important. What I would say is a congregation that has the biggest heart in this community, and reaching out to people, to being part of social justice, interfaith, doing things for children, for seniors. Cradle to grave, we are there for our community and beyond. And spread that message and share that message. There is an old joke where someone gets lost at sea and winds up on an abandoned island, but he's Jewish, so he has to build a Jewish community. And when he's finally rescued, 20 years later, before they put him on board ship, he says, "I got to show you what I did." And he says, "Over there I built a bakery because, I'm Jewish. I'm a gastronomic Jew. And over there, I built a federation because I got to give to tzedakah. And over there and there I built the 2 synagogues." He said, "Well, you're one Jew. Why'd you build 2 synagogues?" He goes, "The one on the right I go to religiously, and the one on the left I wouldn't go to if you paid me." Well, I like telling that joke. But to me, the heart of the joke is the fact that when this person imagined what it was like to build a Jewish community, the synagogue was a part, and it was a very strong, visceral part of this man's experience. And I hope it always will be for you as well. So now on to our star of tonight, and that is David Lvcnt. And there are 2 people who would like to begin, Pam and Jay Poster, who are close friends, who have done tremendous Wikipedia searches, right, under the term mensch, looking for David Lvcnt, and this is what they have found.
Thank you. I am first, okay. We are so pleased to introduce this year's Congregant of the Year, our friend, David Lvcnt. Why? Because we love David Lvcnt.
Why do we love David? Because he can fix anything, from garbage disposals to coffee machines. Because he can install anything from the new patio lights to new computer systems, and all he wants in return, a steak dinner.
Why do we love David? Because he can put up with anything, from school district bureaucracy to whining toddlers. Because he will do anything, from volunteering in the CNT office to ushering during high holy days and never sitting down. You're sitting down. And all he wants in return? Well, nothing.
And that's what we really love about David Lvcnt. As a friend or family member, co-worker or congregant, David is truly a mensch, doing anything to help anyone out of the goodness of his heart.
So we are very pleased that after years of loyal and unrequited assistance from David, his CNT family has named him the 2018 Congregant of the Year. Well deserved.
I'm Sean Willis and co-VP of membership with Hillary Unger. And we're just going to say a couple of words. All right, Congregant of the Year began, or we call it COI, began in 1988. This is an honor given to exceptional individuals, those who stand tall as leaders and work smart to add value to this congregation and the community for generations to come. Now, individuals being honored may not feel that they need, or maybe they don't even want the recognition. However, we need to see them. We need to thank them. And we need to follow their lead. So this award is presented to them, and the honor is shared with us because they are a light, models to help inspire and motivate each one of us to do what we can. It is a blessing for us, it's a blessing for all of us to do for others, but it's even more awesome to do with others. David Lvcnt is not shy from any of this. He was born in Philadelphia, but he was raised in Pennsylvania. Is there anyone here from Pennsylvania? So you should really be proud.
Married 35 years to Kathy Lvcnt. David is a father and a grandfather. He's been a Nevadan since 2005, and he's been an active member of Congregation Ner Tamid, meaning David has been a member of the Mensch Club. He's donated and installed the lighting that creates the ambient effect on our patio. He assists with every dinner and every barbecue. He greets at most services. And as Roberta Unger, our Director of Campus Operations and Member Relations, so eloquently stated, when it comes to volunteering, David may not raise his hand, but he definitely steps forward. Along with the priceless time he shares with his family, countless hours he donates to his synagogue, as he puts it, Ner Tamid, David donates blood and recently exceeded 10 gallons of blood given. That's a lot. David is tough, honest, and organized. And as you mentioned, he never sits down during high holy days, and you'll know he's tough and honest and organized if you ever put the books down the wrong way on high holy days. But with all seriousness, he is one individual that you definitely want to have in your corner. He is dedicated to making a difference, and he exemplifies both the logic and the emotion behind the words blood, toil, sweat, and tears. So congregants, families, and friends, please join us in honoring David Lvcnt with first, we present to you a certificate that was sent from our United States Congresswoman, Dina Titus. Thank you. And we also award you with this plaque honoring you as 2017 Congregation Ner Tamid Congregant of the Year. Thank you. Yasher Koach.
Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm finally up on the bima. And I've always wanted to sing. So I have the Shabbatones next to me here. Now, the key that I sing in, Kathy says, comes from Home Depot. Do you know that one? I want to start by thanking Pam, Jay, Hillary, and Sean for that introduction. I'd also like to thank the board for giving me this honor. I guess I could begin, it was a cold March night in Philadelphia in 1958, but Roberta told me I have to help serve food, so therefore I have to keep it short. As has already been said, I was born in Pennsylvania, raised in Pennsylvania, went to Temple University, and my wife Kathy, back in 1980, wanted a Jewish singles event. The way I met her was I volunteered to help her out make spaghetti. After that, we got married, had two wonderful kids, Heather and Seth, and we have two great grandchildren and a son-in-law, Matt. We moved to Henderson in 2005, and I'm very happy to say I haven't had to shovel snow since then. I've always enjoyed giving my time to the synagogues. Back in Cherry Hill, I served on the board, and I served on the committee for a construction job where we put up a large education wing. My rabbi used to joke that he could give a tour of the building and show where all the classrooms were. David could sit there and give you a tour above the ceiling and show you where every wire and pipe was. I guess my earliest volunteering was back in high school. I started back running a recycling drive. That was back when a truck didn't come around to your house and pick up recycling. I grew up conservative. We spent the first 22 years of our marriage conservative. And when we came to the first CNT Shabbaton service, my wife looked at me and says, "We're joining." We wanted to join a place where we could volunteer our time and we could also meet new people. Kathy sings in the choir, and I greet on Shabbat and at our holiday services. By volunteering, we not only found a home for our Judaism, but also being a place to meet new friends. In the past, I've been on the board of the men's club, and I look forward to spending time and being an active member with the new men's club. Basically, I've always gotten a lot of pleasure from giving time to help others and support organizations such as CNT. I volunteer not for recognition, but because it makes me feel good. This next little section, I'd like to give credit to the Federation of Greater Portland, but it does mirror my feelings. It says, Jewish tradition teaches us that humanity must play an active role in the world. The concept of tikkun olam, repair the world, expresses the value of volunteering in Judaism. The world may be imperfect, but we have not only the opportunity, but really the obligation to make it a better and more whole place. In fact, the world really depends on people being active, not only in their own lives, but in their community's destiny too. Volunteering is the essence of holy work, and Congregation Ner Tamid and the Jewish community can be your partner in finding meaningful volunteer opportunities as well as sharing resources. So I invite the congregation to be involved and put some time in helping the community in CNT. Parents, I encourage you to get your children to donate their time. My daughter Heather, back when she was in high school, ran one of the largest blood drives in South Jersey. My son would drive down to Arizona, Camp Swift, and would work with underprivileged children from Phoenix. You'll always see me standing at the door during services, or helping in the kitchen, or serving food at an event, or fixing something around the building. Roberta only has to say, "Can you please?" and my answer is always yes. Except for getting on a scissor lift again with Mike and putting up the frame for the sign on the side of the building. I hate heights. Again, I would like to say thank you to the board, the rabbi, the cantor for this honor. Thank you.
So we'd like to invite all of our new members to come up at this time. We'd like to offer David a special blessing this time, and all the new members as well. As you stand here, it is with the thought that what you get out of your congregation is, as David has said, what you put into it. You can be a once-a-year Jew and think when you come a second time that all the melodies have changed because they don't sound like high holidays. Or you can come with frequency and get to know us. Let the prayers touch your heart because they are a part of who you are. You can volunteer in the kitchen, or you can greet, or you can just be a Jew in the pew. But there is a reason that you're here, and I hope that that reason deepens with time. You're the David Lvcnt class, and that's a high bar because he, as we have seen in we have talked about, is someone who cares deeply about this congregation and has done a great deal to ensure that this congregation is strong. And so we ask God's blessings upon David and upon each one of you, that you will find here what you seek, and that you will find unexpected things here as well that will touch your soul and bring you closer to God. And that you will find here a sacred commitment to your Jewish well-being, and that you in turn will find in here a sacred commitment to the well-being of our community. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May Lord God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'ikunecha. May Lord God cause light of his countenance to shine upon you, be gracious unto you. Yisa na panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May Lord God grant you long life, happiness, and peace always. Amen.
Siman tov, a mazel tov, a mazel tov, a siman tov, a mazel tov, a siman tov, a mazel tov, a siman tov, yehelanu, yehelanu, ulechol Yisrael, yehelanu, ulechol Yisrael, yehelanu, ulechol Yisrael, yehelanu, ulechol Yisrael.
Mazel tov again. We remain standing for the concluding prayers, the adoration. The ark is once again open. 586.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kecho hamonam, va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Please be seated. 598 is our Kaddish prayer. We think of those who have died in recent days. We say Kaddish for Dana Michelle Marshall Bernstein, Miriam Vogel, Floyd Munt, Marie Wagner, Patrick James Fitzgibbon Jr., Anna Fitzpatrick, Marceli Diaz, Sid Aaron Cohen, Florence Stein, Michael Sinderman, Bob Carter, and Sheldon Barnett. We recall the Ortsites of Arthur Abbott, Raymond Marvin Ackerman, Eugene Alexander, Florence Cohen, Mildred Cohen, Jackie Fisher, Edward Frank, Marcia Friedmutter, Alfred Moses Gertzler, Angie Jean Caspro, Harry Glasser, Selig Hochstein, Ray Israel, Selma Katz, Erwin Kaufman, Frank Kurtman, Henry Lander, Eva Lee, Natalie Marcus, Lucille Matskin, Elizabeth McGuinley, Harvey Moody, Isaac Nactigel, Gloria Parker, Samuel Pearson, Bernard Rabin, Sidney Rogers, Marvin Roman, Frida Rubenstein, Melvin Sanoff, Heather Santer, Miriam Scheinwald, Frank Schwartz, and Lena Wilton. If you would like to recall the name of someone who was not mentioned, please stand and say their names as my eyes meet yours. we think of all these and others who have touched our hearts, we rise to recite our Kaddish prayer. Yit Gadol v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'Yalma Divrach Hirutei v'Yamlich Malchutei v'Chayechon v'Yomechon v'Chaye Dechol Be'Yisrael Magalav Izman Kari v'Yimru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Omei Almaya Yit Barach v'Yishtabach v'Yit Pa'ar v'Yitramam v'Yitnaseh v'Yitadar v'Yitaleh v'Yitalal Shmei Dekusha Barichu Le'ela Min Kol Berchata v'Shirata Tush v'chata v'nechemata, damiram b'alma v'yamru amen. Yesh l'marava min shamayim v'chayim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say amen. You may be seated. Those of you who are volunteering to help serve, not David, but anyone else, now is your cue to go back to the kitchen. Don't forget, if you are a new member, stay, because David Weinstein is going to take a picture of you as a group with David Lenevsky, so that it can be hung on the wall in perpetuity. So there'll be plenty of Chinese food, don't worry. For the Kiddush and Motzi, we'd like to ask past recipients of Congregant of the Year to have that honor come on up for Kiddush and Motzi. And as they are coming up, I want to remind you that this Sunday, it is Rabbi versus Cantor. Bum, bum, bum. It is the kickball competition you have all been waiting for. Jason Gordon is trying to raise money for his mitzvah project, and somehow he has talked the Cantor and me into this kickball contest, provided that I do not actually have to kick a ball. Learn how that happens.
You're going to kick the ball.
But there is a team, two of them, Rabbi and Cantor, and you are going to come and you're going to donate your shekels. We're going to raise lots of money, and it is right after religious school on Sunday, and the loser of this contest gets soaked. All right. February 2nd, Compelling Conversations is coming up, and it will be me and two of the leaders in the Jewish community talking about Jewish engagement, and I don't mean marriage, but how do we engage people in the Jewish community. So Jeff Metz from the JCC and Todd Polikoff from Jewish Nevada and myself are going to have kind of a roundtable discussion, and it should be, I hope, compelling. And those of you who'd like to come to temple in your pajamas, what's going to happen, Cantor?
PJ Havdalah, so that's for the little ones. It's going to be on January 27th, and there's going to be arts and crafts and snacks, and we're going to have a really fun Havdalah in the Beit Tefillah with the Cantor ECEC families, and if that sounds fun to you. 6 o'clock, thank you.
6 o'clock, all right. More information, see Miss Lonnie over there.
I have sushi
right.
pajamas. I'm really excited.
Oh, God. All right, here we go, Kiddush and Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
All right, don't forget, those of you who have made reservations for Chinese food, you are going to make your way out those double doors and then into the social hall after the final song. We want to thank the Shabbatones. Didn't they do a great job? You guys outdid yourselves. Unbelievable. Great, great melodies. Thank you, Cantor. Thank you, Shabbatones. And let's all rise for our final song.
I want to thank our guys on the soundboard, too. Sam helped set us up. We have a student sound technician. His name's Niall, and we also have Alex here tonight. So thank you very much for making us sound good.
All right. Final song is Olam Chesed. Beautiful
Let's
song.
build this world with love.
Olam chesed yibaneh
Shabbat Shalom.